Okay, so this is the 7th video in a series where I go through all the Scoured Sword Randomizer dungeons and fully clear them and stuff. This is the second Fire Sanctuary video, except this will be full of glitches and stuff, so that's cool. And glitches in Fire Sanctuary can remove a lot of the requirements. So like, for example, Mogmits usually aren't required, Hopeal can sometimes not be required, and stuff like that, so I'll be showing all of those glitches and stuff. And there will be a lot of them. So first I'll go through a dungeon with the optimal glitches, and then I'll go through a dungeon with any additional glitches, that I won't show initially. I don't need bombs. So first of all, I'm going to do straight into Back in Time. And I'm going to do the map chest RBM, which is a little bit finicky, but it's fine. And a lot of these will require a crop file, which is what I'll make. So yeah, Back in Time. This will not be the last time you'll see Back in Time in this dungeon. You'll see this a lot. Right, so, oh actually, one thing about Fire Sanctuary, right, is if you bonk into a tree with Fire Sanctuary, this door will be open somehow. With like scene flag stuff. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but I mean, I don't need to know how it works. I just need to know that it works. Okay, so save blank file, which will make a corrupt file. So then enter the academy with a corrupt file, which you always have to do, otherwise it will crash. And again, making corrupt files shouldn't be that hard. So you want to pick up a barrel, and files here shouldn't be that bad. You can kind of select whatever, I think, just as long as you carry the barrels and stuff. Right. So here we are. We take the barrel to the lunch lady as part of this iteration of Back in Time. I think it's technically possible that you can do it in one stamina wheel, but it's incredibly precise, so it's very recommended that you drop the barrel at some point. I like to do it around here, so here, to refill my stamina and wait for it, and then yeah. Again, you can do it in like one, but it's kind of bad if you do. Because you don't want to drop the barrel near the lunch lady, which will lose the opportunity to do this RBN. So, when you're near the lunch lady, like this, actually you're around, more like here, yeah. Start the file and place it down, and if the camera pans, you know you've done it correctly. So now you need to have a scene, not a scene flag change, but let's just say flag change, or commit or whatever, by just doing another scene flag or temporary flag. And in this case, I can just shoot that down, and that cutscene is enough. So, save. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Upper Academy bit warp, which if you've seen the Skyview video, it's the exact same one. And so yeah, and this just allows us to get into the dungeon late. Or not late, early, whatever I'm saying. So yeah. So, Back in Time with continuing and resetting on the console. That's something I forgot to mention, is that I'll be doing it on the console as I'm playing on console. But you can use the home menu if you like. Right. And so bonk into here. And so now we can go up here. And then, yeah, this lag is kind of an issue, but whatever. You want to kind of make sure that you're on the kind of right side of this statue to make sure that you don't like do anything bad. And save and start at the same time to perform this. And that should put us in bounds, I think. Yeah, like this. And notice that everything is unloaded. That's in part because of how a Fire Sanctuary works, which is a whole thing in itself. And yeah. Okay, so now this next part is a little bit challenging. So you want to do this. How I do it, how I jump past this, is I line myself up with the kind of C button and make sure that like Link is entirely facing this, and then jump, slash, yeah. The problem with this is if you're too far right, you'll go into there and lose 2 health. If you're too far to the left, you'll go down there and soft lock. So that's bad. Anyway. So now we have to go in here to reload the room. And because we did the map chest RBM, we can just very conveniently get this chest right now. Like that, pretty much. Yeah, small key. And kind of run around here, so go back here. Right. So next, I'm going to do some kind of funky movements. So I'm going to stand right to the right here, then front hop, side hop, move a little bit, side hop, side hop, side hop. Face this way, aligning myself with the door, like kind of. The visual cue here is that a Wii remote is kind of in this position relative to the door, and then side hop one more time to the left, and you should be placed right neatly here. Yeah, getting lost is kind of bad there. And this is the bottle chest. Gold rupee, nice. Okay, so now here is a little slightly precise. Also be very careful with how you do that, because if you, again, as everything's unloaded, if you go too far forward, you will do that. So you have to kind of go left and jump, and then hold B and just kind of pray that you did it right. Yeah, like that. Because if you go too far left, you also go into the lava, which will lose you 2 health. So it's very important that you don't do this, yeah. So a lot of this is quite challenging, but yeah. So yeah, some of this will require some practice. But I do have a video that does this dungeon entirely without glitches. So if you're like confused by anything, or if anything's like too challenging, you can just kind of go ahead and do that in races, and you'll be perfectly fine. Although I don't think it'll be optimal, because I believe doing it with glitches is faster. In most cases, I believe. Well, I think in a lot of cases it's not exactly faster, but it allows to skip more checks in more situations, I think. It also puts you at the end of the dungeon faster, which is... it's more likely to be where the boss key is, but that's just because of how Rando works with the keys and stuff. In key sanity, I think, it doesn't really matter. So go up here. Please don't ruin my day keys. Not you either. So yeah, get the... oh, come on. I kill these guys. They're gonna be annoying. Oh my god. Okay, I tried to use this close shot strat, but that didn't work. Anyway, so now I have to wait, because this is what cursed guys do. They kind of just... yeah. Like, you can't use it. Okay, now I can use my actions again. Here we go. So close shot there, and get the staircase chest. Okay. So as we have Mogma Mitts, I can go ahead and get this boss key chest right now. But you can get this chest without the Mogma Mitts, which I'll show later on in the video when I've done the dungeon optimally. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, this is the same I did in the glitchless video, just kind of going through these guys. And yeah, I still believe this is faster. I mean, both this and the RBMs take a while, but I haven't timed it, so I guess doing this video will kind of be a good way of timing it. Because like I have like kind of speculation that doing everything with like glitches is faster, but I could just be wrong. In terms of fully clearing everything. But again, doing things with glitches definitely allows you to, like say if you find the boss key at the end of the dungeon, doing it with glitches will force you to do the end of the dungeon first, which will, say if you're in go mode, will be very useful. Which is why we do a lot of these things in the very specific order that I'm doing. Okay, so now this fight can be annoying. This fight can either take like 2 seconds or 2 years, so... no. Okay, this is actually kind of scary, because I'm at very low health. Okay, I do not want to die. Because dying here would be very bad. Okay, this is not bad. Okay, I just have to be really careful. This is a not amazing situation I'm in right now. I don't want to, like... okay, we'll see. Where's he going? That way. I could have probably got him then, actually. Okay, this is a very good opportunity because then he can just kind of get bonked to there, and I can just finish him off there. So not bad. I've had worse. I've had worse fights. It was a bit scary with being on 1 heart, especially after doing the bit warp. But hey, we're fine. We're fine. And again, I believe it's faster to do it normally when you can instead of doing the 2 RBMs because back in time is slow and yeah. This game isn't really like other games where it's like going out of like doing like glitches can be fast. In this game, a lot of the time the glitches are kind of slow, so yeah. Okay, so hit the switch to kind of make this go up, I guess. And we're gonna do more back in time stuff because I believe this one is always faster. I could be wrong on that one, but just from what people have said, and the fact that 100% does this in the vanilla game. Right. So, save, jump in lava, and activate back in time. This time I'll use the home menu just so I can show you guys how it looks, if you haven't seen any other videos. Yeah, reset. And again, if you're playing on console, you can just use the console button, it's faster. Right. So this is a very simple back in time. If you have the corrupt file, you can use that. If you don't, make sure you stay on the splash screen. Otherwise, like, the game will like, the game will have, what's it called? Oh my god, it's Ruby count. Anyway, yeah, like the game will have like scene flags, or yeah, back in time will have scene flags attached to it, which would be kind of bad if it's because then it's like if you enter the academy, it'll crash. So this is why we have to do it with the corrupt file. Yeah, so enter with the corrupt file. And this one is like the Fledge barrel RBM, but this one is much easier. You just talk to Fledge. So yeah, talk to him with file 1, or whatever file you're using. Hello. Okay, oh, okay. So talk to him with file 3. Yep. Change to file 1. And this one where it's kind of like 2 parts, you start the file. Yeah, that's how it goes. Okay. Please don't kill me, I'm at very low health right now. Yeah, and we still need to commit this RBM. But there are some pots conveniently in this room. So we can just use those. There are also some pots outside, but, you know, we can just use those. It's fine. Oh, no you don't, guys. Yeah. One thing to know here is, if you do this, do not enter the Platts arena place, because you will soft lock, so just don't. And also death warp here, because it's like, you can't progress normally. Also, want to know, if you're doing this route, make sure that you check the statue outside Fire Sanctuary, because with this route you fly out here. And if you haven't, you'll have to go to somewhere like Earth Temple or something. So it could be pretty bad. So, inside the volcano, which is like outside Fire Sanctuary. Okay, so we've done like the major glitches, so now we just kind of have to pretty much just do this pretty much normally, I think. As far as fully clearing it goes. So I think for the remainder of this video it's going to be very similar to how the how like the glitches video looked. As there aren't really many ways to do this. Like the most notable exceptions is that I'll not do the bottle check, because I've already done that with the bit warp. So yeah, from here it's going to look pretty much identical for the most part, because normally you'd want to do all of like the glitches initially. Yeah, kill these guys with the bow if you have them. Yeah, having the bow here can really help. Okay, yeah, this unless you're playing Key Sanity, this has to be a small key. Okay, Okay, one thing that I probably will show off later is that you can, like, if you don't have Hope Beetle or Gust Feathers, you can do a bit more from this statue to get the map chest and the third small key chest, which I think I'll show later. But for now, we'll kind of just play the game normally. And again, just kind of do this. Do this, like, optionally fully clearing. At least I believe this is optimal. Something might come up in, like new discoveries or new realizations might come up. That might make this obsolete in terms of timing, but we'll see. Okay, so yeah. If I go through this room without doing the whole, like, bottle chest stuff that you saw in the Glitches video, because you don't need to anymore. Nice heart. Nope, I don't know why my muscle memory told me to go there, because I don't need to. Okay. So yeah, I think from here it's going to look pretty much identical to how it looked with the Glitches video. Also notice how after I kill this guy, I roll around him. That is basically just so I don't pick up his tail, because that can be very annoying. So yeah. Now these, the second small key chest, the Mogmits and the chest in the pod room, those are hard locked by Hope Beetle. Like there aren't any glitches that you can do to prevent it. So as I mentioned in the Glitches video, as the boss key was in the Mogmits check, this like Fire Sanctuary was hard required Hope Beetle. So yeah. Yeah, just kill these guys because you can. There's not much point in leaving them alive. And I like to kill these guys as well because they can sometimes drop arrows. So even though you lose arrows, you can sometimes gain arrows from them. Like that. Some people often like to, like if they have a small key already, some people might like to leave this chest. Although I just don't. Although, I don't know. It's like, it's a strat you can do. I'm not saying that like I'm in favor of it or like I'm not in favor of it because I literally don't really know it. But yeah, that's the thing you can do. Is like after you get the Mogmits check, you can go ahead and get that. My voice is dying. Yeah, I've been recording these videos all morning, so yeah. Okay, so again, do this. And yeah, don't miss. Okay, he might be a bit of an annoyance. Yes. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately if you're slow enough, he'll appear. And come on. This isn't usually hard. I very rarely miss this, but you know. Yeah. So again, get just these two chests. These are like the two water pod chests. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I won't try the optimal strat, I'll just kind of like YOLO it because the strat never works for me. The strat is basically opposite, like, it involves you stepping near a, one of those like stone things. Like that, yeah. I'm just not good at this fight with these like mag monos. I don't know. It's like, I've been running the game for 4 years now, I believe, and I still suck at that fight. Right, so yeah, it's like fairly straightforward. Also, cutscene skip here. With using fly. Right. So yeah, boss key. So I believe that, yeah, we just have the third small key chest left to go. The reason why I left it last was so that, like, if I know that that's a small key, I could just completely skip going to that area. But unfortunately, it's something else. So, and also as like this video fully clears everything anyway, I have to go for it. So again, Gust Brothers. Again, you don't have to use Gust Brothers. There is a way around it, which I'll show later in the video. But just for now, like doing things somewhat optimally, it's just more convenient if you have it. Nice. Nice, yeah, kill these guys with the bow if you have it. If you don't have the bow, then it's not like, they're not too bad, I guess. Just a little bit more finicky. Nice. Yeah, so the third small key chest is the only chest which is hard locked behind Mogmits and bombs. Like, even though Mogmits is the dungeon item, it's the only chest that's like hard locked by it. The others are the kind of logically locked, but you can like skip them with iterations of back in time and stuff. So you kind of do these switches in this way, basically. And yeah. So again, this is like this is pretty much identical to how I did in the glitches video. The only exception is I'm not going to have to save the Mogma because I already got the map chest. Which makes this part a little bit quicker, which is cool. But I guess you might lose time overall because you did the RBM anyway. And you know, back in time takes time. Okay, no, I have bombs. I was like, don't I need to get bombs? No, no. That's, yeah, we already got the map chest. So yeah, don't need to save him. I'll go this way just so I don't die. And slow him down a bit by doing that. So yeah. Okay, yeah, very brief. Okay, so I'm going to death drop a little bit. Not all the way. I don't have enough bombs to do that, so. Okay, big brain strat, right? I'm going to use the Moldorm. I haven't ever done this before, but I'm thinking this isn't a bad idea. There we go. It worked. Okay, so yeah, this should put me at the start of the dungeon, I believe. And the great thing about getting the chest early on, or not chest, the statue early on, is that we can basically just fly to it from here. So that's cool. Yeah, I think doing it kind of this way, both with like glitches and glitches, I think they're both around the same time. If anything, glitchless, with glitches is slightly shorter. But again, with the glitches, it does the dungeon in a way which can make you skip a lot of checks. Like, for example, if you know like the small key is in there, in like the third small key chest, you can skip that chest. If you're in go mode and you get like boss key in the staircase chest, you can skip the entire dungeon pretty much. It just gives you a lot more opportunities. Obviously in this seed it didn't work out the way that you'd want it to. If this was a real seed, in like a race setting. But yeah. So now I want to gear him. So yeah. Guess yeah. Girahim 2 is very similar to Girahim 1, just with like more attack patterns and you know, as you fight him at like a later point in the game, it's more it's like with more like hits, I guess, because he's still damage based. I mean, so even though like I still have the same sword I had when I fought Girahim 1, this will still take a little bit longer. Not that much longer. And again, you like want him to do attacks like this, and you don't want him to do darts. It's like on the similar RNG sort of thing. So that was a really good fight. There was like no darts in that, which is what you want. So yes, this is the heart container. As you probably noticed by now, heart containers don't have a like they're always a heart container model. Also, I missed the cycle on this, so I have to wait a while. Unfortunate, but yeah. Like I think in games like Wind Waker, the heart container can the heart container model will be whatever the thing is, but in Skyward Sword, at least as I understand it, it's hard coded. Okay, so now with this last check, that is basically Fire Sanctuary. Now this video's not over, because I still want to showcase some of the glitches. So I'll reset and put a what's it? Like I'll have a save file from the beginning of Fire Sanctuary right here. So the first one I'll do is the first one I'll do is the bit warp in the what's it called? I'll do the bit warp in like the inner map, so I can kind of like you kind of see how that works. It's pretty much identical to the bit warp that I did previously, just on a different statue. So yeah, I have to kill all these guys. It's kind of annoying I have to do this all again, but you know, it's fine. I'm in no rush. This video is just for demonstration purposes only. Pretty much. So no, same thing, kill this guy with a bow, get this key. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, as I mentioned, this, you won't usually see people doing this bit warp, but it's useful if you want to get, if you have Mogmits and bombs, but you don't have Hook Beetle or Gust Bellows. Because this bit warp allows you to get the, I need to die, yeah. Because this build-up allows you to get both the map chest and the third small key. Whereas like the the bit-warp from the outside map doesn't allow you to get that. So yeah, back in time with the console this time. And this is just to look exactly the same as how I did in the video previously. Okay, the fact that that didn't open surprises me, but I mean, okay, I guess. This is weird. Okay, I've done something that I didn't know was possible. Okay. Okay. This is weird. This is very weird. Should I enter this? It shouldn't crash, in theory. Or maybe it does. Cool. Okay, well, that's cool. Great, okay. Well, that was weird. Okay, I think what I did is I pressed the B button as the knight was saving me, and that can sometimes not work. Either way. Also, the audio is a bit messed up, but I mean, that happens. I don't know why it does that. This is like slightly annoying, but here we go. Again, one take, as I mentioned in the Sandship video, so, yeah. It's fine, like, just a little bit more time. Oh, that's gonna... That audio is gonna annoy me for the rest of the video. I don't know if you can hear, like, the crackling, but I can. Oh, is that the same one? Wait, why is it... Oh, I think... Okay, whatever. I'll play on this one anyway. Actually, no, the... Okay, no, the... Oh, no, this is the right one. Okay. Couldn't remember which file I started, but anyway. Okay, we're back here again. So yeah, die. Just do everything again, just don't mess up the thing. So yeah, back in time with the home, not the home menu, the button on the console. And yeah, I still don't know why that bonking into the thing didn't work. Maybe it's just a thing on the outer map, because I'm saved on the inner map right now. Either way. Yeah, okay. I think up here. Be kind of on the right side of this. Same as start at the same time, and then the bit will happen, and everything will be saved. Everything will be loaded this time, because again we did it from the inner map, which is how Fire Sanctuary works. So yeah, loaded, and then you basically just go in there and do the stuff as normal. Okay, I need to die. Oh, it's gonna be a... Yes. Okay. So as this is the inner map, there's a void here. You know, if you saw me do the bit warp, I just jumped down because in the outer map there is a there isn't a void. That's what I'm trying to say. So dying will basically just put us right back at the start of the dungeon, pretty much. Okay. So pretty much the remainder of the glitches will be about the getting the boss key boss key chest without mitts. Although I think like this one here will be about getting it without getting to the end of the dungeon without claw shots, because the staircase room requires claw shots, but you can pretty much, like, if you don't have claw shots, if you like, because it is possible to enter this dungeon without claw shots, and if you do that, you can pretty much, you can still like finish this dungeon without claws. Assuming boss key isn't at the staircase chest, which is the only chest which hard locks by claws in glitches anyway. Because I first want to die, and then we're going to do activate back in time. Okay, so now this one is kind of interesting, right? We need to collect a graduate crystal. So we want to enter with our run file, in this case it's file 1, with a lot of lag apparently. And I'm just starting the file just for optimizations, you don't have to do that. Just, yeah. Then you want to sleep tonight, still with your run file. Okay, so then you'll see this graduate crystal, and you just start the file and pick it up. Like that. Even if that was pretty scuffed. And there are a bunch of other commits in this first room. There's like, if you have the slingshot, you can just do that. And then save. And there's a bunch of other commits in this room, there's like a lot of them. There's the other bird statue, there's this cutscene which I used earlier. But obviously it's like a one-time thing. I believe these, okay, this ding spot is, that's a flag. Those pops are like a scene flag change. Well, not scene flag, a temporary flag. And killing these bokoblins also temporary flag as well, for some reason. Okay, so what that RBM should have done, it should have made us be able to get to the overworld bird statue. So we can basically kind of skip going up the staircase room to get to it. So assuming I did the glitch correctly, if we fly out and fly back in, we should have that as an option. Yeah, so we see this one. Inside Fire Sanctuary is the bird statue you wanted. So yeah, then we want to save. And then we're going to do, I think, 3 more RBMs. One to unlock this gate right here. Another one which, yeah, and like the other 2 which basically allows us to get to the boss key. Because you need 2 RBMs. They're pretty easy RBMs, but they still exist nonetheless. And all these 3 RBMs have to do with statues. So like this one I'll do, which removes the bars leading to the boss room, boss key room, I mean. It's you start your file and select the Upper Academy statue. So this one's really quick, along with the other ones. Okay, let me try this again. I don't know if it's just this weird file that isn't opening, or it might just be in-a-map, out-of-map thing. Okay, is this file? Oh no, actually, yeah, it's... Okay, so that's to do with the specific map. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so I heard the kind of like the dong of like the checking the statue, and so shooting these pots with a bow, yep, opens up this. If you don't have the bow, you can just kind of jump down here, and then you can death warp, which is another way of doing that. as the scene flag change. Okay, I need to save, because then I still need to do 2 more RBMs. The first one I'll do will be with the Lower Academy statue, and the second one will be with the Bazaar statue, which will be, they're both really quick. Yeah, still gonna rebombs, have to kind of die. I think the best way to die here is with these guys. If you do a nice front hop, you can kind of get caught, and then you kind of just fall into the lava right there. Okay, back in time. Okay, here we are. So again, bump with file 1 and open the Lower Academy statue, Lower Academy gates, and then check the Lower Academy statue. Yeah, pretty sure that worked. You don't want to be too early with these, because if you are, then it's not going to work. Like, you know, notice I'm doing it afterwards. What do I want to do here? I'll use the pots. You can also use a pot with a fairy in it over there, which I think I'll do for the next one. But yeah. And now save, and now we do the other iteration, which is just with the Bazaar statue. These guys take a while to kill you. Like, having bombs here is so much better. Like, well, I mean, I do have bombs, they're just not any in, like, the ammo. So yeah, continue and reset. And then, yeah, this is, like, I think with the exception of Early Thunderhead, this is the quickest RBM that exists, I think. Unless the Lower Academy statue one is quicker. Start, check that statue, and then break the pots, and then, in theory, the gate should be open. So yeah, break this pot. Also, there's a this one. Yeah, there's a fairy there as well, which can be useful as well. So go to here, and if the cutscene plays, you'll know you did it right, like that. So, again, this is only really something you should do if you don't have mitts. Or Mogul mitts. If you have Mogul mitts, then you could just do the normal way, like I did. But yeah. Nice. And so yeah, that is the entirety of Fire Sanctuary with all the glitches that you can do.